Pep, it was a terrific game for us all to watch. You asked for your team to play with personality, for you to be yourselves. Did you get that?
Absolutely. We make an incredible performance. Had the feeling we let them alive, but it's a top side. So, but the important is how you perform, and we were there, and unfortunately we could not win. But winning or losing is still a lot of games and place to game. So we knew it. We're going to do for that.
When the game first started, did you think Liverpool were perhaps slightly edgy, slightly nervous, and you could capitalise on that?
Who were nervous?
Maybe Liverpool started the game a little bit nervy and you could get the advantage.
No, we push them, we make a good runners, and we create chances. The first time they arrived, they scored a goal, and I know how difficult it is to make a build-up against them, but the defensive structure is brilliant. But yeah, we were there, and chances and arriving, maybe not shoot on target, but we were there all the time and defending in some moments, because the threats they have up front, they are brilliant. But it's okay, it's 2-2. You have 7 games left. You know exactly what you have to do.
Do you feel you still have the advantage then?
I think today we are leaders. Maybe you don't want it, you don't like it, but we are leaders today. So, you know, if we win our games, we will be champion.
Is there any frustration that you didn't win today because you did have those chances?
We played to win the game, and I think in general we're better, especially we know when you see Liverpool in all the games how impressed they are against their opponents. They destroy them most of the time, and we could control them most of the time in the game.
But will you tell your players that there's still many twists and turns before this Premier League title race is
now
finished?
Now you're going to rest, and we don't have much time because we have in 3 days we have to go to Madrid. We're going to play that game, and because it's a massive, important game for us, and after we'll continue until the end. But I don't know what's going to happen, but how proud I am to be in this club, in this stadium, and for the way we perform again, the same the last 4 or 5 years against an incredible team. So, and after win or lose, it doesn't matter, but how many regrets can we have? Few.
Thank you, Pep.
You're very welcome.
Jurgen, it was a game that had so much emotion, so much to it. How are your emotions and your feelings right now?
No, I saw it. I saw the game as well, so it was a great football game. You can compare it a little bit with a boxing fight, and you really, in the moment when you took your arms down, you got a proper full throttle knock, and that happened to both teams today. Both teams needed a little breather here and there because intensity was just too high, but both teams fully committed to the way we want to play, and I'm really happy about a lot of things. After the game in the dressing room, it felt a little bit. I told the boys there was a little bit more in for us. If we could have played more often the way we played around the goals, and it was possible, we could have caused them more problems. But for today, it's a draw. All fine. Let's keep going.
Could you ever imagine that the quality of both sides would be this high? The level would be so good going into the last 7 games of the season. We saw that so much today.
Yeah, no. I see my boys every day. I know, meanwhile, how good they are. But I'm really happy about the development of the last few years. I'm really happy about it. The boys, they never stop asking, never stop improving. It's really nice. And obviously, I watch a lot of football, so I see City. I know how good they are. So yes, it's not enough that we can cause them problems. There must be a moment when we can cause them more problems than they can deal with. But you have to respect the quality they have, and they did a lot of good stuff today. But they had to defend full throttle as well, and so it's fine. I really think it's the right result. Let's keep going.
If you'll allow me just one final question, do you think there will be twists and turns in the last 7 games?
I have no idea, to be honest. The thing is, historically they don't lose a lot of games. But I said, without luck in life, you are screwed. So we have to force luck, we have to be ready, we have to win all the games, and then we will see what happens. 3 years ago, whenever it was, when we didn't become champion because of 1 point, it was here in that goal, when Stones and Ederson, when he saved the ball, I'm not sure, what was it?
17 millimetres, something like
17
that. Millimetres.
So then a few weeks later at Burnley, Aguero goal in for I don't know. It's the same. It's crazy. So we were unlucky, yeah? Not more, not less. It is in the history of football. Nobody will give us a trophy and tell that, oh, it was just because of 17 millimeters. But again, if that happens again, we cannot change that. We just have to make sure that it will not be because of us, and that will be tough enough. 7 games to go, 21 points to pick. What can I say? We will try.
Trent, what are the overall emotions at full time? Is there a frustration that you didn't win, or relief that you didn't lose?
A bit of both, really. We want to win every game we're in, no matter the opposition. We come against one of, if not the best team in the world at the minute. But you know, it says a lot about us that we've got that slight disappointment not to come here and win. But I think it was very important for us not to lose this game. We're still in a decent position, but it is in their hands. I think a few years ago this happened. They went on a really good run, and we weren't able to capitalise on that. So hopefully this time around they'll drop a few points for us.
Obviously you conceded the early goal. How would you assess the way Liverpool overall started the game?
Little bit of nerves in there, to be honest. It was bound to be. It is a huge game. It's been really pumped up all week here, and it's one of the biggest games in Premier League history, the biggest rivalry, things like that. There's always going to put things into your head, and you know how many people are watching this game. But I think after that we settled down, scored our goal, got the equaliser, and then I think just the first half in general just wasn't ourselves. We didn't play the football we wanted to, and the time that we did play the football, we scored our goal. So I think that's one of the messages the manager said to us at half times: play our football and do that. And I think we come out with a point to prove and scored the early goal, and just couldn't really create too many chances after that, to be honest.
Was there opportunities there that you feel you could have gone on to win the game, or did you feel you were hanging on a little bit towards the end?
I think they had the better chances. They definitely had the better chances. That's obvious to see. I think it's not really the disappointment of not putting our chances away. It's the lack of chances we created. Yeah. We know that they had weaknesses, and we kind of, when we did play well and when we did score our goals, we showed them, and we really used them weaknesses that they've got. It was just we didn't really get going too much in the game. Second half was a lot better. We didn't allow them to do what they wanted to do. Kind of kept them in their own half a lot, just keeping the ball between the two centre backs and the keeper and Bernardo when he dropped in there. But you know, they're a world class side, so they're bound to create opportunities. You know, yeah, the whole team's outstanding. So it was about making sure that we defended well, and I think, you know, people might say we were hanging on at the end. You know, that's part of the game.
Premier League title run-ins from the past show us that there are often twists and turns, that it doesn't always go the way that we expect. Do you think that will happen once again in the remaining 7 games?
Oh, 7 games, I think every week there's a surprising result in the Premier League, so just hoping that we're not on the end of any of them surprising results, and hopefully City are. It's 7 games, a lot can happen. Who knows what will happen? Hopefully we make it exciting. We stay in, and who knows? It might go down to the last day again. But hopefully we're in a good position to on that day.
Well done, Trent.
Thank you very much.